gross domestic product, GDP, produced in the country. GDP of India includes only the market value of goods and services which is produced in India. For example, the market value of apples produced in Kashmir are included in our GDP since Kashmir is in India. The market value of apples produced in California, even if they are sold in Indian markets, are not included in our GDP because California is in the US. GDPனா என்ன, நம்ம நாட்டில் வந்து என்ன நடக்குதோ அதை நம்ம கால்குலேட் பண்ணுறது தான் ஜிடிபி. இப்போ அதை வந்து கலிஃபோர்னியாவில் நம்மளுக்கு கிடைச்ச ஆப்பிள்ஸை நம்ம இந்தியன் மார்க்கெட்லேயே நம்ம சேல் பண்ணுறோனாலும் அது நம்ம ஜிடிபிக்குள்ளே இன்க்ளூட் ஆகாது பிகாஸ் கலிஃபோர்னியா இஸ் லொக்கேட்டட் இன் US. Produced during a time period. The GDP of a country measures the market value of goods and services produced only during the specific time period. The goods and services produced in earlier periods are not included. So specific time of periods க்கு வந்து என்னென்ன நம்ம ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கோமோ அதை தான் GDP include பண்ணும். In India, the GDP is measured both annually and quarterly. The annual GDP is for a financial year which is from April 1st to 2017 to March 31st of 2018. So இந்த இயர்க்குள்ள நம்ம கால்குலேட் பண்ணுறது தான் நம்ம வந்து annual GDP of a financial year அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம். Methods of GDP calculating. First one is expenditure approach, income approach and value added approach. Expenditure approach. In this method, the GDP is measured by adding the expenditure on all the final goods and services produced in the country during a specific period, that is y is equal to c plus I plus g plus x minus m. So அந்த goods and services வந்து specific period of time குள்ள நம்ம countryல எவ்வளோ ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆச்சோ ஸோ அதுக்கு மெஷர் பண்ணுறது தான் expenditure approach ஓட GDP. Second one is income approach. This method looks at GDP from the perspective of the earnings of the men and women who are involved in producing the goods and services. The income approach to measuring GDP is y is equal to wages plus rent plus interest plus profit. So this method is to calculate the men and women who are involved in producing the goods and services. Third one is value added approach. A cup of tea served to you in a hotel is a final good. The goods used to produce it, that is tea powder, milk and sugar, are intermediate goods since they form a part of the final good, that is the cup of tea. One way to measure the market value of the cup of tea is to add the value produced by each intermediate good used to produce it. The sum of the value added by all the intermediate goods used in production give us the total value of the final goods produced in the economy. So what is given here is, we know a cup of tea is a final good and the ingredients which are used to produce the tea is known as intermediate goods. So இதில் நம்ம வந்து ஃபைனல் குட்க்கு ஒரு சார்ஜ் நம்ம கொடுக்குறோம் இல்லையா. ஸோ அதுக்கு பதிலாக நம்ம அதில் யூஸ் பண்ண இன்டர்மீடியட் குட்ஸோட வேல்யூவை நம்ம ஆட் பண்ணாலும் நம்மளுக்கு அந்த ஃபைனல் குட்டோட வேல்யூ கிடைக்கணும் இல்லையா. ஸோ அப்போ தான் வந்து ஈக்குவலாக போயிட்டுருக்கு அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். ஸோ see here value added approach, tea powder plus milk plus sugar is equal to tea, that is intermediate good is equal to final good. For example, tea powder is rupees 3, milk is rupees 5 and sugar is rupees 2. So the market price of 1 cup of tea is rupees 10, that is tea powder plus milk plus sugar 3 plus 5 plus 2 is equal to 10. So value of intermediate goods is equal to value of final goods. Importance of GDP. To study of economic growth. Problems of inflation and deflation. Inflation increase, deflation decrease. So அதை பற்றி நம்மளுக்கு கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்காக இந்த GDP நம்மளுக்கு யூஸ் ஆகுது. Comparison with developed countries of the world. Estimate the purchasing power. Study of public sector. Guide to economic planning. Limitations of GDP. Several important goods and services are left out of the GDP. The GDP includes only the goods and services that are sold in the market. The services provided by parents to their children is very important, but it is not included in the GDP because it is not sold in the market. Likewise, clean air, which is vital for a healthy life, has no market value and is left out of the GDP. ஸோ ஜிடிபின்றது ஒரு மார்க்கெட்டில் நம்ம சோல்வ் பண்ணுற ஒரு குட்ஸ் அண்ட் சர்வீசஸை மட்டும்தான் அது இன்க்ளூட் பண்ணுது. ஓகே, GDP measures only quantity but not quality. In the 1970s, schools and banks did not permit the use of ballpoint pens. This is because the ones available in India were of very poor quality. Since then, not only has there been a substantial increase in the quantity of ballpoint pens produced in India, but their quality has also improved a lot. The improvement in quality of goods is very important, but it is not captured by the GDP. ஸோ குவாலிட்டியை வந்து ஜிடிபி கேப்சர் பண்ணுறது இல்லை, குவான்டிட்டியை மட்டும்தான், அதாவது கவுண்ட், எத்தனை நம்பர்ஸ் நம்ம வந்து பண்ணியிருக்கோம் அப்படின்ற கவுண்ட்டை மட்டும்தான் ஜிடிபி எடுத்துப்பாங்க. அதோட குவாலிட்டி, அதோட தரம் எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படின்றது வந்து ஜிடிபி எடுத்துக்காது. That is, GDP measures only quantity but not quality. GDP does not tell us about the way income is distributed in the country. The GDP of a country may be growing rapidly, but income may be distributed so unequally that only a small percentage of people may be benefiting from it. Okay, so the income is not distributed equally in the country. Only a small percentage of people is benefiting from this GDP. GDP does not tell us about the kind of life people are living. A high level of per capita real GDP can go hand in hand with the very low health condition of people, an undemocratic political system, high pollution and suicide rate. So this GDP does not tell us about the kind of people living. So that's all. The limitations of GDP is over.